Alright, a little pre-market video here. Just wanted to touch base saying I did try to put out another video last night, and YouTube has denied me 3 times trying to post it. It was a really good post on the different pivot point trades I made last night and how to find your entry into the pivot points. So I want to try to get that one out to you. I think it was one of the better ones, and I also answered a couple questions on commissions and fees that you pay as a trader. So that's the reason the last video was left off, saying I was going to do some other videos, and you didn't see any other videos. It's because goddamn YouTube screwed me. Alright, so anyway, pre-market here. I was just saying on the radio, DayTraderRockStar, which I'm broadcasting live on right now. Just go to DayTraderRockStar and just click on the either the Winamp link or the Real Audio link, or you could go to shoutcast.com and do a search for DayTrader or Rockstar and all that kind of good stuff. Just put in some keywords. You'll definitely see my day trading radio on shoutcast.com. And I'm looking at Google today for a potential play, a trade. I remember Google, the bigger ones, Google, Apple, Intel, Baidu. These stocks, these highly liquid stocks, highly day traded stocks, have a good reaction off of pivot points and resistance lines. So usually I try to trade those, as I was going into on my video last night, which never went out, as I like to try to make the first, especially in a gap up or a gap down market, I like to usually make the first reaction contact to a pivot point. So we're going to see right now, if we're going to drop down in Google, I'm going to look for some resistance to come in form of maybe a resistance 1 or a resistance 2 line, and I'll probably take that first trade off of that. I think that would be a perfect setup for a trade. And same thing with I'll be watching the other big ones, the Microsofts, Intels, VMware. Not as much as the VMware, because that's more of an IPO. I think more people are into trading these other ones. Looking for a pullback in AKM today. AKM, I'd like to get that a little bit cheaper and start adding to the position. I'll be watching my Starbucks to see if there's any strength above the 26 area, and continued strength here. Intel's coming out with earnings after the close. That one I expect to play some games in it today, meaning that it could be all over the place. But by 3:30. 3 o'clock, probably between 3:30 and 4, I expect to see that one run. So look for that one for a day trade at 3:30 going into the close. Maybe a nice run depending on where we are in the stock at that time. And dry ships, 31.40 right here, pre-market. The only one really making a nice move today. Bear Stearns is also up, Yum Brands. But dry ships up over $4, moving to $5 here very fast. CME, also watching that one for a target at 633, but that's probably not going to happen today. But also continuing to watch that one. And we have to see how this market reacts to today. If we have a good follow through on the downside, or do we try to rally back as we usually do and showing the bullishness in this market. Alright, be sure to tune in and listen today. I'll be making a lot of intraday calls. We'll be trying to trade a lot on the pivot points, and I will try to get a lot more videos out for you today. Alright, Apple turning up here off of 165 as I speak. Alright, talk to you soon.